Hey golf people, on today's episode we're checking out the TL1 from VoiceCaddie. This is a rangefinder that's tour level quality. In fact, it's endorsed and become the official rangefinder of the LPGA. It's used on the PGA Tour and some of the other top tours as well. It's a really super high quality premium rangefinder. It sits in that high tier with my Bushnell Pro XE. We're gonna take a look at it right up against that Bushnell, in fact, and see how she performs on course as I play a few holes with you here at the beautiful Carrollwood Country Club in Tampa, Florida. We've looked at some VoiceCaddie devices on this show before, and they're generally super premium with some really cool features. This is a beautiful leather pouch that it comes in, and I love the look of this thing. It's really the right size, the right form factor, and boy does it feel good. You've got these retro inspired lines here throughout. There's this red around the lenses. This eyepiece turns magnificently. Feels nice and soft to the touch. Everything about this just screams pure quality. Yellow is a very interesting color. This is one you're definitely not going to lose. That's one good thing about this yellow color. It's bright, it stands out. You're not going to lose it in the grass. You're also not going to leave it, like I do all the time, up on the post of my golf cart when I've got the magnet engaged, and this does have a magnet on it. Now up top, real easy. You've got your main button, which is basically, they call it the power button, but that's the button you're going to use to get the distance. And you've got your M button, which is mode button here, going to switch between modes. In terms of slope correction, it's a very easy tactile button. I really like that right there. It actually blends in. You almost don't even see it, but you take the slope off when it's red, and when that's down, I would like to see green there, probably be a little design change of mine, but maybe they want to go with the minimalism. When it's down like that, you've got slope engaged. When it's up again, no slope. Red means stop. That's also making it like tournament legal. If you click that mode button twice in succession, meaning 1, 2, I've just changed that to now meters. If I go 1, 2 again, I'll go back to yards. If you're not a fan of yellow, this is literally just a sleeve. And there's the rangefinder without it. You can get different color sleeves for this. You can make it your own. I kind of like it, honestly, just by itself. But this is going to give you just a little bit more drop protection, a little bit more waterproofness. So I will likely keep it on. And like I said, it definitely sticks out. Now guys, of course, I got my TL1 from playbetter.com, where I get all of my golf technology, and you should too. They're the home of free 48-hour shipping across the continental US. They've got an easy, hassle-free money-back guarantee. So if you don't love what you buy from PlayBetter, you can exchange it or get your money back. Just fine golf people. And when you use the code LPT, you get a special gift at checkout. So enter that code in if you go ahead and buy this. Link is down in the description. Let's continue on with the review here. All right, guys, we're walking up to the first tee box here. This hole should be just a little under 500. First, I'm going to take the Bushnell and see what it tells me. I'm getting 483 with the Bushnell. Now let's see what the VoiceCaddie tells me. Also getting 483 with the VoiceCaddie, so spot on here. Let's hit a shot. There you can see it up against the Bushnell, by the way. A slightly smaller form factor. I would say about 80% of the size, so that's nice. But just like the Bushnell, it's got a beautiful magnet there. Kind of a must-have feature these days, I say, with a rangefinder. All right, we're in really good position here. We're gonna start again here with the VoiceCaddie. I'm getting 103, 104 with the slope adjustment. With the Bushnell, I'm getting 103. So there is a 1 yard difference there. It could be like a rounding thing. It could be that slope adjustment. Let's hit a good shot. So all in all, extremely accurate. And that's exactly what I would expect from a tour level device. This should be spot on every time for the LPGA players. It better be. We actually have a better birdie putt than I thought. Let's see if we can roll it in. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. But can't argue with par. Let's go to hole number 2, and I'm going to show you some other things about this rangefinder that I really like. Now let's talk about speed on this one. I will tell you, when I hit the button, and when I get the reading, okay? We'll see how fast this is compared to the Bushnell. Pushing the button, got the reading, 122. Here we are with the VoiceCaddie. Push the button, got the reading, 123. I would say this one is just ever so slightly faster than the Bushnell. All these new rangefinders coming out of the market are crazy in terms of speed. It's kind of like going from dial-up internet to our modern day like gigabit ethernet like I've got in my house. If you've only ever used dial-up, you wouldn't know the difference. Once you test dial-up to fiber optics, the difference is really clear, and that's the difference in speed between these two rangefinders, I'd say. Pretty good strike. Is it gonna get there? Well, we're on the green, but didn't really hit that a super long way, so we're gonna have a long putt. Now, as we go up to the ball, let's talk about what you see inside this thing. Here is an image of what you see inside the rangefinder. I would say it's very crisp, very clear, very user-friendly. So up at the top, you're gonna get the slope adjusted yardage. Down there on the bottom, as long as you have the slope function on, you're going to get actual yardage, but it also tells you up or down how many yards. That way, you've got two ways to kind of calculate it. And again, it's just different strokes for different folks, but really nice that it gives you both. Inside the Bushnell, it actually gives you a percentage, which is an interesting way to do it, but I feel like we're all going off yardage, so why have too many different calculations in there? That first putt was atrocious. Luckily, we made the second one there. I did not want to take another bogey. We're heading to number 3 here, tough par 4. Real long, real narrow. After a really good drive here, we're in the middle of the fairway. Let's see what we've got. We've got a tough pin position, I'll tell you that. I've got 187 playing the true distance. There's no slope correction there with the TL1. Bushnell's telling us 186. So again, 1 yard difference there. Also no slope correction on the Bushnell either. So it's gonna play a true 186 or 187. For me, I guess that's gonna be close enough. We're gonna go 4-iron. Ooh, I kind of double crossed myself. I think we're gonna hit the green, but boy, talk about a long putt. This is going to be. So getting into price, the VoiceCaddie TL1, the MSRP is $449. So that's no cheap rangefinder by any means, but it's still actually $100 less than the Bushnell. This rangefinder is definitely not going to be for everybody, guys. It's going to be for those that want the very best. The build quality on this thing, extremely good. The waterproofness, incredible. This thing is going to last you a while. You could get a cheaper rangefinder. There's rangefinders for $100 out there, $200 range, but it's not going to last as long as something like this VoiceCaddie TL1 or even my Bushnell. So you're paying for longevity, you're paying for quality, you're paying for perfection with these devices. To some people, that's going to be worth it. To others, it's not so much worth it. They'll just change the rangefinder every year or two when the other one breaks down. I get that. I'm not in either camp. I am completely agnostic here. But I will say this is a pretty good one. Love the form factor. Love the high quality optics, love the speed. In terms of price, for where it sits at least, not horrible, not a horrible pill to swallow. Now, it also gave me pretty good distance here. I'm on the right level, pin high. Long putt though, let's call it 40 feet. Let's see what we can do. That was a little bit better than the last lag putt. Guys, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit subscribe, tell a friend, and check out these other videos on some of the best electronics that I've seen all year here in 2022, but this one's definitely right up there. I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.